How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Let's go courtside for all the action.
And we welcome you back to the Carroll Fieldhouse with Ryan Dellinger. I am Brett Rump. DZ Hendricks, our studio engineer tonight for high school basketball. The second half of an SAC girls-boys doubleheader has the Carroll boys basketball team hosting Snider in a key SAC battle. And good evening, everyone. Brett Rump here courtside at Carroll Fieldhouse. And the Carroll Chargers and Homestead Spartans come into tonight's play tied atop the SAC standings, both with 5-0 conference records. The two newcomers to the SAC not only sitting on top, both perfect so far, but they also have a two-game lead over the field. One of the teams that was expected to compete for an SAC championship was Snider, led by the 6'11" Malik Williams. Snider perhaps has been a little disappointing and has fallen almost to the middle of the pack of the SAC race, but very capable of pulling off an upset and knocking off Carroll. And I'm not sure how big of an upset it would be, but the Carroll Chargers have definitely played very well and may be playing as well as anybody in Northeast Indiana.
Yeah, absolutely. And you start with Carroll. You start with their big guy, Kyle Mallers, who can shoot from the inside, shoot from the outside. He's a total complete player, a Ball-State recruit. And then you add a sharpshooter like Jacob Redding on the outside. And then, arguably their sixth man from last year, do everything guy, Kellen Brown. They're a solid team. Arius Jones is very good. Riley Perlick's a big guy. Jared Hoffer's big. They're big. They're all over 6 foot tall. You don't see that very often. They kind of resemble the Homestead team of last year in the structure of the team, but they've been firing on all cylinders. They lost the other night to Maryville, but they played Northside tough. They play a tough out-of-conference schedule, so I look for this game to be very competitive. Snider has got to shoot from the outside. If they don't, they're going to have trouble in this game.
You almost know that Carroll will back it in, and that Coach Marty Beasley will have a game plan defensively. You almost wonder if he'll go back to that game plan he had a year ago against the Homestead Spartans when they had Dana Batt and Caleb Swanigan, the bigs, and they packed everything into the lane, because until Snider shows they've got three-point shooters, the big threat for Snider is taking away activity around the basket. And Snider, with their starting lineup tonight, a different one than what I've seen in the past, they're going to go with a big lineup. LaDante Hicks-Gentry is 6'7", an athletic senior, will play in the front line along with Devin Tennant, who's a 6'7" senior, built like a post player. And then you've got Malik Williams at 6'11", who will also be up front. They're going with size over size. I mean, that is a college-type front line.
I think LaDante Hicks-Gentry is going to be the one guarding Kyle Mallers. That way it keeps those other two big guys, Tennant and Malik Williams, out of foul trouble, even if they get into foul trouble. So Jordan Hopkins, is he the X factor tonight, starting for the Panthers? Because he does have some range from the outside, and if he can knock down some shots early and get the Carroll to come out of their zone, they'll have a shot to get the ball inside to Devin Tennant.
It is an interesting lineup because Money Woods, who spent a lot of time on the floor, and Keandre Brown, an attacking sophomore guard, both those guys have started at times, I believe, and Money Woods was starting the last time we saw Snider. Now they go Jordan Gorman, the 5'10" guard. He's a junior, with Jordan Hopkins, the 5'9" senior. And Ryan, you've mentioned he's a long-range bomber. He can hit the three ball, and perhaps that's what Coach Tudor is looking for, someone that takes the pressure, puts pressure on the defense to stretch them out. And and we'll see what happens and what the result is tonight. For the Carroll varsity, Jacob Redding will start. He is a sharpshooter himself, and he's a 6'1 junior. Avery Fath runs the point, 5'10 senior. Kyle Mallers, we've talked about. He'll be heading down to Muncie to play and become a Ball State Cardinal, 6'7", 215-pound senior. Riley Perlick is a 6'4", 210-pound sophomore. And Kellen Brown, a 6'3", 190-pound senior. They do have 6'9", 230-pound sophomore Jared Hofer on the bench, but Hofer not real quick feet. So kind of developing into that body. He can probably match up if the Chargers are having trouble right in the low block. But if Malik Williams steps outside, it's going to be a tough assignment if Hofer comes off the bench to try to match up. Carroll's on the floor. The Snider Panthers yet to return. And as the clock winds down, we will take a break. You're listening to high school basketball from Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
I'm going to start 2016 off on the right foot this year. I need to get in shape after the holidays.
Didn't you say that last year?
Maybe. What about you?
Just doing what I've been doing. I go to the YMCA.
You did that last year.
And it's been great. The Y is about more than knocking off a few pounds.
Oh, really?
Of course, it's a great place to get the exercise you need, but you can really focus on the whole you. The YMCA provides physical and social enrichment through family-friendly programs.
Such as?
Taking a group exercise class, learning a new language, connecting with friends, improving your health and well-being. They even have family outings.
Sounds like you have a little community there.
Not so little. You ought to come with me and see for yourself. Or go to fwymca.org and request a one-day pass from any Y in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties so you can try the Y for yourself.
fwymca.org?
You got it.
Are you sure it's for me?
The YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne is for everyone.
If I join, what am I going to do for the following year?
You'll be like me. New Year's resolutions will be a thing of the past.
When the time comes to choose a physical therapist, choose Mallers and Swarverland. After surgery, a sports-related injury, an accident, or for rehabilitation from a medical condition. If you need physical therapy, tell your doctor your choice is Mallers and Swarverland. For 13 years, the physical therapists of Mallers and Swarverland Orthopedic Physical Therapy have truly made a difference in the lives of those they've treated. Why? Because Mallers and Swarverland is different. They're the only clinic in the area with physical therapists with advanced manual therapy training with a fellow distinction from the American Academy of Orthopedic Manual Physical Therapists. They address the problem, not just the symptoms. From issues like neck and back pain to workers' comp. And because Mallers and Swarverland are parents of athletes, they fully understand the importance of a proper recovery and rehabilitation of sports-related injuries. Mallers and Swarverland Orthopedic Physical Therapy. Your choice for results with 3 convenient Fort Wayne offices. Get more info by visiting msoptherapy.com. That's msoptherapy.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Coming up later tonight, join us for the Parkview Sports Medicine postgame show, coming to you live from Pizza Hut at Pine Valley. Starting at about 9:15, I'll be joined by Dean Jackson, the official scoreboard operator, with all your scores from tonight's high school basketball action, along with coaches' interviews and more. We'll also get you all set up for the girls' state tournament, which begins with sectional play next week. We'll set up all the big games in the area and also let you know our broadcast schedule. We'll be out at Homestead, I know, next week, as the Homestead Lady Spartans have about as tough a draw as they can get in a sectional. Will they be beat? Probably not.
No.
But they have at least drawn into what is a very difficult bracket if you take out what Homestead has done to teams in this area.
Yeah.
But Muncie Central 17-5. That's the opening game, and then if they win, they would have Jay County most likely at 19-3. So by record, a couple of the better teams in the area, but all year long, Homestead's kind of proven that in this area, they're head and shoulders above everyone else. Tomorrow, Homestead travels over to Toledo to take on Notre Dame Academy. And that will be their final game, putting up for what they hope is a state championship run. We'll take a break. We've got basketball coming up after this 1-minute timeout. It's the Snider Panthers and the Carroll Chargers for the Carroll Fieldhouse. High school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio. Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments. With 14 conveniently located clinics, go to IndianaPT.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
Did you know 1 in 3 adults is at risk for kidney disease? If you have high blood pressure or diabetes, you could be the one.
I was looking in the newspaper and saw an article that said if you have symptoms for kidney disease, you should see your doctor. And I really didn't expect anything because I felt healthy. I didn't worry about my borderline high blood pressure. Turns out it was silently inflicting kidney disease. When you know, it's almost too late.
Visit the National Kidney Foundation at kidney.org. Now, you know.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Carroll with the basketball, getting things started. Riley Perlick drives left side of the lane and missed it off the glass. Rebound goes to Snider. Panthers in the front court, black uniforms, yellow letters, numbers, white trim. 40 seconds into the game, scoreless. Ladante Hicks Gentry up top to Malik Williams. Gorman on the right wing to Devin Tennant. Tennant waits for the second man to come off the screen weak side. It's Williams, and Williams just had it picked away by Kellen Brown. Brown front court, top of the key, double teamed. Had it slapped away, but they're going to call the foul on Jordan Hopkins for the Snider Panthers. 59 seconds in, and Hopkins has a personal. Carroll will inbound.
Malik Williams that time, he just took the ball down to where all the little people are at. Not that there's many little people for Carroll on the floor, and once you get down there,
when you're
the same size. You're the same size then.
When you're 6'11", everyone's a little people.
Yeah.
Avery Fath gives it up to Redding. Right side, there's Mallers between the circles. The 6'7" senior sends it right side to Kellen Brown. Brown looks in the lane and then throws at the left elbow to Perlick. Perlick, fake against Tennant. Can't get past big Devin Tennant. Now Fath spinning, shot fake, double teamed outside to Brown. Brown a jab step, doesn't shoot it. Popping out top of the keys, Mallers. He'll drive. He'll hop into traffic, spin, and he may have traveled. And they will call a travel on Kyle Mallers. Mallers looks like he spent some time in the last year in the weight room trying to beef up. I think he keeps that progress, he might be able to get on the court as a freshman, and that's one of the big things that determines a red shirt.
Yeah.
Are you physically built with the type of body you need to have at the college level?
Because they are completely different bodies.
Exactly. Top of the key, Malik Williams will try for 3. No good. Long rebound through the hands of Avery Fath. Loose ball to Snider's Ladante Hicks Gentry. Outside Hopkins drives. Underhanded float. No good. Rebound. Bounced around again. Grabbed by Snider. Tennant. Williams, foul line jumper, and no good. And this rebound goes to Mallers. He boxed out Devin Tennant, who went over Mallers' back. And that'll be another foul on Snider. And it's on Devin Tennant. 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. We're in the opening quarter, and we're still scoreless. You know, the Chargers play good defense. Snider, a team that has struggled at times to score this year. This could be one of those games where both teams struggle to get out of the 30s the way they play. Mallers trying for 3. Got it from the wing. Malik Williams didn't close out enough on Mallers. And it's 3-0. Chargers in front. 2.5 minutes in. Near sideline, Devin Tennant. Guarded man-to-man, Perlick. Tennant from the top of the key, out on the wing to Hopkins. Hopkins will be picked up by Fath. Up top center circle, Jordan Gorman. Right wing to Tennant. Interesting that Tennant is the one out on the perimeter, and Williams is trying to get isolated and post down low against Kellen Brown. Williams 6'10", Brown 6'3". Hopkins to Malik Williams. Now he does pop out top of the key. Gets a screen, throws it out on the wing to Hopkins. Now Williams will go down to post. Mallers sitting down there looking to help. In the corner, Tennant, guarded by Mallers. Up top to Hopkins, 4:42. Clock continues to run. Lob down low, Williams, fade away. Got it from 17.
Good patience by the Panthers on that possession.
Got the shot they wanted. Williams drained it from the left angle. It's 3-2. Carroll still the advantage. And they break full court pressure, get in the front court. Perlick to Fath, into the lane, turns, throws it up top of the key to Mallers. He takes it down the left side of the lane, spins. As he goes up, he got bumped on the shot, and Kyle Mallers will go to the free throw line, trying to add to the 3 points. He's already tallied for the Carroll Chargers so far, as Carroll leads it 3-2 over Snider. 4:16 remaining first quarter.
And that was the second foul on Devin Tennant.
3 against the team, 2 whistled against Tennant. Mallers at the line, good on the first of 2. It's 4-2. Kyle Mallers with all 4 for the Carroll Chargers. He'll try to add a 5th with 4:16 remaining. Quarter number 1. Good at the free throw line for Mallers.
Well, Snider inserted Bryson Half this time into their lineup. So see if he looks to get his shot from the outside.
Front line has Haft, LaDante Hicks Gentry, and Malik Williams. Here's Hopkins from the left wing. Cross court's right wing to Malik Williams. Shot fake. Mallers closely guards Williams, and it's up top to Gorman. Gorman waves Williams all the way through. Gorman near the corner. Posting is LaDante Hicks Gentry. Splits the double team and then lays it in. And he got lucky because he didn't know the double team was coming. And when he bounced it, Fath whiffed at it. Now Carroll front court leading 5-4. Brown for 3. Didn't get it. Rebound goes to Malik Williams. He'll dribble himself into the front court. Pull-up jumper foul line. Got the front iron, and that's it. And the rebound goes to Carroll. Avery Fath across the timeline, down the lane. Kick out, and Malik Williams got his hand on it, but it goes right back to Carroll. Brown down to Fath, and then he had it stripped. Here comes Snider the other way. Hopkins all the way to the corner. Double team. Bounce pass. Got it to Malik Williams underneath, and Malik finishes with a two-handed flush.
Wow, that looked like it was going to go bad for Snider when he got trapped in the corner, but he escaped and had a wide-open Malik Williams.
Breaking the full court pressure. Carroll, they find themselves down for the first time, 6-5 to Snider. Kyle Mallers from the right wing up to the center circle to Avery Fath. Fath guarded very loosely by Hopkins. Snider stays man-to-man. Brown. Mallers. Left side, Avery Fath cross-courts it to Mallers. Mallers crossover. There's a big collision. He throws to the corner to Brown. Brown hands at the foul line. Redding a little 15-footer. Good for Jacob Redding. Look, that is
release.
First bucket. Yeah, he's got that Steph Curry type release. Just touch and shoot. 2:08. Clock runs first quarter. Carroll's back in front, 7-6. Hopkins from the far sideline in the corner to Williams. Up top, it goes to Gorman, top of the key. He gets cut off, steps back outside left, dribbles toward the corner, and then throws near the high post to LaDante Hicks Gentry. Haft is open right wing, and his 3-ball from 21 feet went about 18. The air ball taken by Carroll underneath. Mallers put it up with the left hand, and he missed it from in close. Rebound Snider, front court, Hopkins. 7-6 Chargers over the Panthers. Last minute and a half of the first quarter. Hicks Gentry, baseline jumper, good for 2. 16 feet out. LaDante Hicks Gentry now has 4 points. And again, the Snider Panthers bounce in front, 8-7. Perlick, front court, as Carroll breaks the full court pressure. Now Redding, far sideline, right in front of the Snider bench. He'll throw up top. Standing in the center circle is Avery Fath. Fortunately, he's on the Carroll side of the center court stripe. Chargers run the offense. Brown just left to the top of the key. Now it's Mallers. Down low, it's Redding with a jumper. No good. Brown with the bucket. Last 36 seconds, Brown, his first points, puts the Chargers in front 9-8. Still man-to-man defense, but Snider spaces out the floor. They're going to let this wind down for a final shot as you've got wholesale substitutions that will check in for both teams. 2 subs wait at the scorer's table. Thrown down to the center court by John Tudor. I don't know if they were thrown down, but they were sent down. 3 for Carroll set to come in. Hopkins, long 3 ball. Got it! 3 seconds left. Hopkins from distance puts the Panthers in front 11-9, and we hit the end of the first quarter. Snider in a back-and-forth game ends the first 8 minutes, leading the Carroll Chargers 11-9. It's high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to IndianaPT.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
Before or after the game or anytime, Pizza Hut invites you to come in and enjoy a large, hot-from-the-oven pizza with your choice of crust and toppings beginning at $11. Or have you tried Pizza Hut's award-winning Wing Street Wings? Available in 3 styles and 8 great flavors from mild to hot, Wing Street Wings are crowd pleasers. Want exclusive deals and savings? Become a Hut lover by signing up at PizzaHut.com. With dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, order America's favorite pizza and award-winning Wing Street Wings at Pizza Hut. The perfect post-game destination is your convenient hometown Pizza Hut.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Back to action. We're in the second quarter, just underway, and Snider leads it 11-9 over Carroll, trying to hand the Chargers their first conference loss. LaDante Hicks-Gentry took off down the right side of the lane and lost the ball. It goes out of bounds and a turnover.
Snider, Keandre Brown, and Money Woods have not seen the court yet tonight. They have started games for the Panthers this year, and Taylor Hathaway and Sam Kitchens are now in the lineup.
Yeah, Taylor Hathaway, a 6'4 senior, and Sam Kitchen, also a senior, a 6'2 senior. Perhaps Coach Tudor wanted to give his seniors time on the floor tonight. Sometimes when you get to the postseason, seniors who are playing not just for the season but for their careers can be pretty valuable. There's a turnover. Malik Williams to the basket, dunks it with 2 hands. Wow. Steal it out of the open court near the top of Carroll's half court. Malik Williams, who can handle the basketball, took it on himself and split 2 defenders to finish with authority. Driving to the basket, Jordan Bridges gives it up, and that is Big Jared Hofer. 6'9", 230-pounder hitting from the left elbow. 13-11. Snider the lead. 6:40 and the clock runs second quarter.
It's always good when you can take out a couple 6'5" guys and add a 6'9" to your lineup.
Yeah, really. Hathaway near the corner for the Snider Panthers. Dribbles up to the angle. Bounces it baseline to Dante Hicks-Gentry. Up top, Gorman. Kitchen on the right wing. Back up between the circles. Jordan Gorman calls for a screen. Gets one from LaDante Hicks-Gentry. Then driving baseline, Hathaway gets cut off. Up top, LaDante Hicks-Gentry. Hands to Williams. 15-footer. No good. Malik Williams. And the rebound, Kyle Mallers of Carroll. Mallers front court, left sideline. Throws to the baseline. Cut off. Hofer will try another. Wow! Jared Hofer found his hot spot. Big guy drains a couple of mid-range jumpers, and it's 13-all. 5:45. Clock runs, second quarter. Kitchen outside to Hathaway. Between the circles, throws left, cutting in the passing lane, stealing, Redding, layup, Carroll leads. 15-13, 5.5 to play, second quarter.
Look over at the Carroll bench. I don't see Arius Jones in uniform tonight.
No, he's actually in street clothes.
Street clothes. I see him sitting there on the bench.
Malik Williams takes it to the right wing. Pulls up, shoots a three. Drano. Is it a two? I think they gave him two. Stepped on the line before he shot it. 2 ball gives Malik Williams 8 points in the game, and it's tied up again, 15-all. Redding, right side Bridges. He will drive down the lane. There's a whistle. And a foul will be called on the Snider Panthers. And I think Hathaway or Kitchen.
Snider foul 32,
Taylor Hathaway guilty of the foul. That's his first and the fourth on the team. Team fouls on Carroll, 0.
Very efficient.
5 minutes left, second quarter. Tied up 15. Pass down to the low block. Jared Hofer went to go to the post move, and he traveled. Hofer's one of those guys that as you refine that body, he's got the natural size. Big, thick kid. He's a sophomore, 6'9". We know there's some college coaches out here taking a look at this game, too. A handful of them. A few of them I know. Here's a steal by Carroll. Lead pass goes to Redding. 6 points, Jacob Redding here in the first half, and a 2-point lead for Carroll. Another steal. Redding on the pick. Redding down the lane and a bump. And Redding forced all that contact as he was driving down the lane. He was running side by side with Malik Williams, and Redding leaned in and gave a little shoulder into Williams. The contact drew the whistle, and the foul on Malik Williams, number 1. We've come to a timeout with 4:26 remaining, second quarter. Chargers leading it over the Snider Panthers, 17-15. High school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
It's that time of year again, folks. McMahon's Best One Tire and Auto Care is here to keep you and your family safe on the road. Another ferocious winter is upon us. Make sure your vehicle is prepared. From tires to brakes, alignments, engine diagnostics, oil changes, and more, they continue to provide exceptional service for your car or truck. Be prepared this season with McMahon's Best One Tire and Auto Care. Visit one of our 3 locations or online at McMahonTires.com and experience the McMahon difference. McMahon's Best One Tire and Auto Care, a name you can trust, a company who cares since 1969. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Talking sports with Jim Shevlin tomorrow morning, 8 to 10. A wrap-up of tonight's high school basketball. And, of course, Comets Talk, Mad Ants Basketball. It's all with Jim Shevlin tomorrow morning. Local sports of all sorts on Talking Sports, ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM. Inbound, Jacob Redding, quick release for 3. Redding's got 9. And the Chargers with a 20-15 lead.
I'm not even sure that ball was in his hand for more than a millisecond.
Hot potato on the inbound from the right elbow. Haft will take the jumper, and he'll hit it. Bryson Haft has his first bucket, 20-17, halfway through the second quarter. Carroll breaks full court pressure, and now it's Brown between the circles. Cullen Brown on the dribble. Hits the arc, takes it to the right, throws. Over to Anthony Martin. Martin gives it to Bridges. He'll dribble toward the center of the floor, then throw back on the wing to Brown. Picks up the dribble, cross-courts it to Martin. Top of the key for Martin. Outside left sideline, Brown. At the top of the key, Brown throws right wing to Bridges. 3.5 to play. We're in the second quarter. 20-17, Carroll the lead, and there's a free ball knocked away from Bridges. Diving for it, Hathaway, and the whistle is a tie-up, and the arrow points to Carroll.
Snider playing with a lot of aggression on defense. Very good defense. A nice hedge there by Taylor Hathaway there to almost create that turnover. I think Bridges took a shot to the head right there.
3:25 remains before the break. 20-17. Carroll the lead over Snider. Carroll trying to remain perfect in Summit Athletic Conference action. Brown, a drive. It's stripped away. Here comes Snider the other way. Malik Williams, and he caught it too far under on the break, and then he just throw it up, but Snider got it back. And on the pass around the horn, it's knocked away by Carroll. And it will be Snider basketball. Foul line extended in their front court. Substitutions. Sitting down, Jared Hofer and Anthony Martin.
I think the Carroll fans thought that ball was off of big Malik Williams.
Might have touched a fingernail,
Maybe.
if that, but 20-17 is the score. Chargers lead it by 3. Trying to tie it is Gorman, and he hit an air ball. Tried to shoot the 3 to tie it up. Not Gorman's best part of his game, and he didn't come up with anything that time. Mallers front court for the Carroll Chargers. Left wing takes it toward the baseline, then throws back up top to Kellum Brown. Brown, a 6'3" senior. Drives the lane and finger roll, no good. Missed it from in close for Kellum Brown. Malik Williams rebound Snider. Front court Hathaway back to Williams down the lane. He missed, but there to follow it in is Taylor Hathaway. Seldom used senior. 6'4" for Snider. Makes it a 1-point game. Breaking full court pressure. Here's Carroll front court. Mallers on the wing. Circles back out. Kyle Mallers on the bounce. Top of the key to the elbow. Outside now to Riley Perlick. Brown pops up between the rings. Makes the catch. Throws it down low to Mallers. Returns and kind of fades away from 10 feet and hits the short jumper. Mallers was 7, 22-19. Minute 40 remaining before our halftime break. Gorman to the right elbow, picks it up, hands it off at the foul line at half, outside. It goes to Hopkins, long 3, and he didn't get that one. The rebound chased down in the corner, winning the battle is Taylor Hathaway. Top of the key, Malik Williams will try for 3. He'll miss it. Rebound this time goes to Carroll's Kellum Brown. Brown front court from the center circle. Left side Mallers. Got his defender to back up on a jab step, and then Mallers drains a 2-ball. A foot on the line. 9 points for Mallers. 24-19. 5-point lead for the Chargers. Matches their biggest. Last minute, second quarter. Gorman to the right wing. Guarded by Redding. Up top, it's Hopkins. Long 3 for Hopkins, no. Going high for the rebound, Williams. He got hit in the face, but they do keep possession, and then it's stripped away. Carroll gets the steal. Mallers slowly front court with 37 seconds, and the Chargers with a 5-point lead may try to burn the last half minute of this first half and set up a final shot.
Yeah, they better know where Jacob Redding is.
If Redding's going to shoot it, they only need about a 1/10 of a second to start the set because the ball touches his hands and it's out of his hands.
And they're running a double screen out there.
Yeah, and Mallers popped out. He could have been open, but 13 seconds. And it is Redding. 3-ball! 7 seconds. Snider slowed down by full court pressure. Hopkins will shoot it, long range, bank it, no, and the teams go to the locker room, and the 3 by Redding has given the Chargers their biggest lead of the night, 27-19. Well, I told you that it might be a challenge to get out of the 30s, and right now, Snider's on pace for 38. 27-19 our score. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to high school basketball presented by EMF Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
Hey, are you having a party for the big basketball tournament again this year? No, my wife said she hated all those people invading her kitchen. I had that same problem until I got my basement remodeled in my new wet bar by Serenity Kitchen and Bath. Serenity Kitchen and Bath? I didn't know they built wet bars in entertainment areas. Serenity Kitchen and Bath is known for their high-quality kitchen and bath upgrades. But did you know they can renovate your basement in the entertainment area you've always wanted? They're experts on remodeling basements and building wet bars, wine racks, and even wine cellars that can accommodate your entire collection of fine wine. With more than 20 years in the construction industry, designers at Serenity Kitchen and Bath can make your dream become a reality. They're so confident in their installation, they provide a 5-year warranty on your entire project and a lifetime warranty on all tile work. Additionally, the owner personally inspects sacrifice every job to ensure your satisfaction. The big basketball tournament is right around the corner, so don't delay. Book now to ensure completion before the big games. Learn more at SerenityKitchenandBath.com or call 749-7028.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
12-4 run for the Carroll Chargers as the teams head to the locker room. And that has put Carroll in front 27-19 over the Snider Panthers. They recognize the state cross-country team, the girls cross-country team here at Carroll High School. They're all getting runner-up rings. I didn't know runner-ups got rings. I thought only the champions got rings.
No, we have one of those runner-up rings in our house. And now on the 19th of February, they're going to get their championship rings. So the runner-ups and the champions both get rings.
Bling, bling.
Yeah.
Carroll's cross-country team.
Standing ovation for the cross-country team. The only team that beat them was Carroll, and Carroll nationally ranked, one of the top programs in the entire nation. Well, while I rest my voice, it's time to check our halftime statistics and to give you a rundown of what we've got here at halftime with the score 27-19. Carroll leading it over Snider. Here's my partner on tonight's broadcast, Ryan Dellinger.
First for the Snider Panthers, Jordan Hopkins has 3 points. Taylor Hathaway off the bench has 2. LaDante Hicks has 4. Bryson Happ off the bench also has 2. And leading the way for the Panthers is their big fella Malik Williams with 8 total points. And now for the Carroll Chargers, they're led in scoring by Jacob Redding. He's got 12 points. Kyle Mallers has 9 points. Jared Holfer has 4 points, and Kellen Brown has 2. And here's the stat of the first half. There's only been 2 total free throws shot in the entire game in the first half. 0 by Snider.
Not a lot of fouls. Both teams, actually what's amazing is Carroll did not commit a foul in the first half.
No, 0. That's why
that's shooting. Amazing. To go an entire half without committing a personal foul.
Yeah.
So it's 27-19 here. Of course, coming up, we're going to be checking other scores. Homestead is home to Northrop tonight. Homestead and Carroll coming into play this evening, both tied 5-0 on top of the SAC standings. 2 games clear of everyone else, including the Snider Panthers. Snider had that big win early on Northside's 4, but then they have fallen twice, losing to Homestead and losing in overtime to Concordia in SAC play.
At halftime, Homestead's winning 43-28. Josh Curry has 16 points for the Homestead Spartans over Northrop.
Well, that's a little more one-sided than I expected. Of course, this afternoon I made my predictions along with final scores. And we'll do some comparing when we get to the post-game show coming up later tonight, which will happen at the Pine Valley Pizza Hut. It's the Parkview Sports Medicine post-game show each and every Friday night after high school basketball from 9:15 to 10:30. And tonight, if you come out and join us, don't forget it's the $5 flavor menu going on now at Pizza Hut. It is a family favorite of mine. $5 for a medium one-topping pizza when you buy 2 or more. Other items available including wings, select wings, and some bread items, but you want to get the info by checking out pizzahut.com. And like I said, our favorite in our household, getting 2 pizzas, 2 medium pizzas with a single topping each, $5 a piece, $10 total. It's a great deal. The $5 flavor menu going on at Pizza Hut.
One other score update. The Comets are up 1-0 tonight.
Ahead of Cincinnati.
That's right.
A divisional matchup. They played now 3 of the last 4 games against Cincinnati.
And it was a little bit of hostility brewing after their last game.
That's what Coach Graham said on the Sports Rush this week, is that the Comets maintained discipline. And even when they won, the Comets didn't talk smack, didn't rub it in.
20 seconds left.
Coach Graham told us this week that Cincinnati got really chirpy when they got the win on Saturday night, and it didn't rest well with the Comets. So what's almost more interesting than the score is if anybody dropped gloves in the game. Well, they are.
I'm not sure what they're throwing.
Firing some kind of. I don't know
All
what they
winners
are.
need to report to the
Litter.
Covering the floor, going for the big, what are those? All I look at it, I think of the bobbing for apples bucket. Like the big silver tin. Prizes here at the Field House, one of the nicest facilities in the state. 3,500 seats in this building. They've actually got seats rather than just a flat bleacher. You actually have a molded seat that you sit in. And so they know exactly how many people can fit because everything, and they are bleachers. They're not backs, but they're contoured. So one person kind of sits in a nice little contoured area just reserved for them. So now they've got more people out here. They continue to have presentations and an extended halftime here at the varsity game. Dane Jackson is going to be joining me for the official post-game show out at the Pizza Hut. He'll be the official scoreboard operator, meaning he will collect all the scores from all over town. SAC doubleheaders tonight, girls and boys varsity doubleheaders. You've got Wayne at Lures. You've got Southside at Dwenger, Concordia, and Northside hooking up out of Concordia. Then you also have that Northrop Homestead pairing, and here Snider and the Carroll Chargers. Well, it is halftime, and it's 27-19, but we wouldn't know it because the scoreboard went completely blank.
There it is.
Now they're getting it turned back on. Yeah, somebody's playing. It's almost like a trick out of the Airplane movie where the guy unplugs it and then plugs it back in. Taking a look at some other scores. Halftime, 28-26 Northside over Concordia. 28-26, a close one. And if we got any other scores on some of the SAC as we continue to pan and look around for what we can get in scores. Of course, if you get scores tonight at games, we would always love to have them on the Parkview Sports Medicine text line at 46862. That's 46862. You can text the score to us, and they'll go right to us here courtside at Carroll, so we can keep up on what's happening, not only with other SAC action, but ACAC games, any NECC games, or any NE8 games. We would love to have the scores. And again, text them to us at 46862.
Comets just scored 2-0.
2-0 Comets.
Yep. Mike
assist on a Mike Embach goal. And it's Embach's second of the night. So Embach 2, Cincinnati nothing. And you know where Embach used to play? Cincinnati. Well, 27-19 our score here. The Chargers leading it over the Snider Panthers. It's SAC boys basketball. We'll take a break. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM. Teams have returned to the court here at the Carroll Fieldhouse in the northwest side of Fort Wayne. I am Brett Rump along with Ryan Dellinger and DC Hendricks, the Capital. In the LB coach, sitting back in the ESPN 1380 at 100.9 FM studios. 27-19. The Carroll Chargers lead it over the Snider Panthers. A win means Carroll would improve on the season to 13-3 and be 6-0 in the SAC. Meanwhile, they're trying to keep pace with Homestead, and Homestead putting a little bit of a licking on Northrop as the Homestead Spartans lead by 15 at intermission. In another key SAC game, and who saw it coming? That with the challenge of the SAC, that both Homestead and Carroll would sit clear of the field by 2 games, all alone on top of the SAC race at this point.
Yeah, I would have probably guessed Carroll would be up there, but I didn't think Homestead was going to be up there, and then there they are, sitting right there with an opportunity to win their first SAC crown in their first year here. Southside's ahead of Bishop DeWangers 16-11 after the first quarter, so they're just getting underway.
Second half is underway here at the Fieldhouse. Devin Tennant has it right wing. Waits for the second cutter at the foul line. It's Williams. He'll take it hopping down the right side of the lane as he puts up a shot. He missed, got his rebound, and then a foul. The first foul call of the night on the Carroll Chargers. It comes 18 seconds into the second half, and it's on Kellum Brown. Took a long time for him to pick a whistle against the white-clad Carroll Chargers, but Brown, number 55, a guard, wears a high number, but not, you would expect a big post player when you see number 55, but not Brown. So Malik Williams at the free throw line connects on the first, 27-20, 7:42 remaining third quarter. Nothing but net on the second. Malik Williams double figures now with 10 points, and it's 27-21. Against full court pressure, Carroll over the top, down the right sideline. Perlick gives to Fath, high half court, drops it left wing where Brown steps inside the arc, pulls up and hits from 15.
They forgot to guard him on that play.
Yeah, he got a good look at the jumper, and he shows he can hit that mid-range shot, almost a lost art in high school basketball. 29-21. Down low, LaDante Hicks Gentry got open. Nice feed across the lane. And LaDante Hicks Gentry with 6 points, and it's a 6-point game. 29-23. Carroll breaks pressure. Mallers is open. Jumper blocked by Malik Williams. And Hicks Gentry the rebound. Given the backcourt to Gorman. Outside it goes to Hopkins, back up top to Gorman. Between the circles, he dribbles to his left, gets the left angle, takes it baseline under the basket. Reverse layup good by Jordan Gorman. His first bucket in a 4-point game. 29-25. Carroll still in front. Redding. To his left, goes to Mallers, takes it baseline, back up on the wing path. He'll drive, and then kick baseline to Perlick. Drives in, underneath the basket, cut off, back outside Avery Fath, and he traveled. Turnover on the Carroll Chargers with 6:21 left in the third. 29-25, Carroll holding the lead, but Snider with the basketball.
You know, when Snider gets the ball at the court, once they go to one side of the court, there's not a lot of action or movement going on away from the ball, and that really slows their offense down.
Up top, Gorman. Dribbles to his left, throws on the left wing to Malik Williams. 6'11" wing, throws up top to Gorman. Williams wants the ball rotated. Gorman will pop it from the right elbow. No. Williams a tip. Didn't get it. Ball tipped once, tipped twice. Tennant didn't get it. Rebound still being knocked around in the lane, and finally reaching down and grabbing it is Carroll's Kyle Mallers. Outlet to Fath. Front court, right wing, Avery Fath, the point guard, will give it up. Top of the offense for Kyle Mallers. 6'7", Kyle Mallers, left side to Brown, back to Mallers. Still up top. Center circle for Mallers on the dribble to his left. Little crossover, drops down and takes it all the way to the basket, and a foul at the rim. Called on Snider, and Mallers will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 29-25, Carroll a 4-point lead. LaDante Hicks Gentry picks up his first foul, first on the Panthers here in the second half, and at the free throw line, Kyle Mallers connects. He's in double figures. That's his 10th point.
He's got such good rotation on that ball, doesn't he? I mean, it comes right off his fingertips, just right. Nice backspin to it, and right over the front of the rim.
Jacob Redding leading the way with 12, but that's 11 now for Mallers as he hits both free throws. 31-25. Front court, Snider. Hopkins, right sideline. Skips it to the left elbow. Tennant. Hands top of the key to Ladante Gentry. Hopkins posting is Williams. He'll step out, turn and face from the baseline and miss the 15-footer. And here comes Carroll. Kellen Brown the board. Left side Perlick. Corner. Mallers. 3-ball. No. Front iron. Rebound tip to the corner. Mallers saves it. Now Perlick battles Tennant for it, and they'll tie it up. The arrow will point to Carroll. The Chargers will keep the basketball with 4:50 left in the third. A 31-25 score.
After Mallers took a shot, Malik Williams tried to run out rather than blocking out, and that cost him that time on that possession.
Marty Beasley standing up over the right shoulder of Jacob Redding, who throws the ball in from the sideline. Carroll with the basketball. Avery fast center circle, calls out the play. Carroll spacing the floor. Mallers over to the left sideline to Fath. Back up top to Mallers. Looks right. One guy comes off a screen, and the pick and pop to Perlick. He'll shoot it. Didn't get it. Brown a rebound. In the corner, the ball free, and it's chased down by Kyle Mallers. Back up the sideline to Brown. Nice crossover at the elbow. Scoops it up off glass.
55.
Oh, nice nifty move by Kellen Brown. He's got 6, and the lead is 8. 33-25, halfway through the third quarter. On the perimeter, Hopkins takes it left to right, picks up the dribble, throws high post Tennant, low post Williams, and Malik Williams lays it in from in close underneath. 12 points for Malik Williams, 33-26 the score. Full court pressure, Carroll in the front court. Redding shooting, got it! 3-ball, Jacob Redding. He's got 15, and the lead is 9.
And Jordan Gorman knew as soon as that ball got there, he was going to be in trouble.
Williams. Malik tries to answer, misses the 3. Then it's Redding underneath for the rebound. Lead pass, Perlick under the basket. He gives it up to Brown. Up top, Mallers driving. Under the basket, Mallers got caught. No place to go with the basketball, and he threw it away.
Some subs coming in now. Anthony Martin
and Jared Hofer in for Carroll. 3:18 left on our third quarter, 36-27. That was a big possession because Carroll would have had a chance to get a double-figure lead. Money Woods comes in. First time for the Snider Panthers. He'll play the guard spot, throw it over in the corner to Devin Tennant. Nice crossover, takes it hard baseline, but runs right through Kyle Mallers, who got position, and Tennant with an offensive charging call, and that'll be his third.
Yeah, if he would have just stopped and did a jump stop, he would have had a lot better shot, but no, his momentum just carried him right through Mallers.
So Bryson Haft, who got some significant court time in the first half, will check in for Snider. And Devin Tennant will have to sit down with his 3 fouls. 3 minutes left, third quarter. 36-27. Carroll a 9-point lead with the basketball. Chance to go up double digits. Underneath Brown. Double pumps. Goes up. Had that ball tied up right in his hand on the block. And the arrow points to Snider.
Not sure who blocked that, if it was Haft, Williams, or Ladante Gentry Hicks.
3 of them there had him all surrounded. One of them put out the hand, and he shot it really right into the hand. 2:43, the clock running, third quarter, 36-27. Snider down by 9 with the basketball. Money Woods, right sideline to Hopkins. Or Gorman in the corner, Ladante Gentry. Up top, Money Woods to the elbow. Bounce pass down low, Haft outside Gorman. No shot. Gorman still on the bounce. Crosses it right side to Woods. Baseline, Ladante Gentry, 15 feet no. Weak side rebound, Malik Williams. His follow partially blocked. This follow is tipped and grabbed by Anthony Martin. And then he gets knocked down, and that's a foul on the Snider Panthers. Ladante Gentry guilty.
40,
it's his second. And the team's third here in the second half with 2:10 remaining third quarter. Chargers ball. They lead it by 9, 36-27. Kellen Brown will bring it slowly across the timeline. Put the bounce right through the center circle. And on the right wing, it goes to Kyle Mallers. Mallers steps up to the arc, and he had a chance to shoot it, and he didn't. Low post to Hofer. Hofer will hand it back to Mallers. Oh, nice swing move, but illegal one underneath. And as he put up the left-handed finger roll, he didn't get the layup. And the ball out of bounds belongs to Snider.
Yeah, it looks Keandre Brown is now going to get in there. So we've got two actual starters on the floor for Snider, along with Money Woods, Keandre Brown, and Bryson Haft. Very different lineup.
Mallers got down low and had a nice spin with his back to the basket to go right around the hip of his defender, but didn't finish with the layup. Still 36-27. Now Snider the ball. Malik Williams. Cut off by Brown, guarded closely by Kellen Brown. So up top it goes to Woods. In the lane, he kicks out left wing. Gorman left open. 3-ball, no. And Jared Hofer goes up, grabs the rebound. Carroll's basketball. Hofer, the 6'9", 230-pound sophomore center for the Chargers, off the bench, and he just came up and set an illegal screen near the top of the key.
Carroll foul, 51, Jared Hofer.
That's a big guy setting a screen on you.
Yeah, but he was moving. It's his first foul. 36-27 our score. We got 1:15 left in the third, and we've got a timeout on the floor. You are listening to high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctor, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy. And IPT accepts all insurance coverage. IPT is open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offers same-day appointments with 14 conveniently located clinics. Go to IndianaPT.com to find the clinic near you. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. Celebrating 27 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit IndianaPT.com.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Minute 15 remaining, third quarter, 36-27. 9-point lead for the Carroll Chargers here on their home court. Trying to improve to 6-0 in the SAC. Snider has the basketball. Taking it to the right wing, and Money Woods dribbles to the center of the floor to Gorman. At the right elbow, Gorman from 17 drains the jumper. Jordan Gorman with 4 points, cuts the margin to 7, 36-29. Last 48 seconds, third quarter. Kyle Mallers backs off the three-point line, picks up the dribble, looks for somebody to come out and help, and it's finally the big man, Jared Hofer. Hofer immediately gives it back to Mallers. Nice crossover. Mallers down the lane. Left-handed layup. Good. He beat the defense of Malik Williams from the perimeter. Last half minute of the third. 38-29. And Mallers with 13 points.
Yeah, Malik Williams is a little frustrated. He had Kellen Brown, on his back hip and was open down there and he did not get the ball, and that would upset me if I was 6'11", too.
Last 8 seconds of the third. Gorman top of the key. Crossover from the elbow and a whistle, and he palmed the basketball. Carroll will have 4.1 seconds to try to finish off the third quarter and add to their 9-point lead. 38-29.
Does Kyle Mallers everything looks so easy, so fluent to him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So natural.
Inbound midcourt goes to Mallers with 3 at the three-point line. Shumper banks it almost in, but he didn't get it. Well, he's got that step where it looks like he's going to take off to the basket, and then he puts on the brakes and steps back. And as the defender on the heels, it gives him a good look at that release from three-point land. Heading to the fourth, it's a 9-point game. Carroll leads at 38-29 over the Snider Panthers. This is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 at 100.9 FM.
Hey, have you had a party for the big basketball tournament again this year? No, my wife said she hated all those people invading her kitchen.
I had that same problem until I got my basement remodeled and my new wet bar by Serenity Kitchen and Bath.
Serenity Kitchen and Bath? I didn't know they built wet bars in entertainment areas. Serenity Kitchen and Bath is known for their high-quality kitchen and bath upgrades. But did you know they can renovate your basement into the entertainment area you've always wanted? They're experts on remodeling basements and building wet bars, wine racks, and even wine cellars that can accommodate your entire collection of fine wine. With more than 20 years in the construction industry, the designers at Serenity Kitchen and Bath can make your dream become a reality. They're so confident in their installation, they provide a 5-year warranty on their entire project and a lifetime warranty on all tile work. Additionally, the owner personally inspects every job to ensure your satisfaction. The big basketball tournament is right around the corner, so don't delay. Book now to ensure completion before the big games. Learn more at SerenityKitchenBath.com or call 749-7028.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Fourth quarter starts. Chargers lead and have the basketball 38-29. Maller's front court. We're 15 seconds into the fourth. High near the center circle. Mallers will force Malik Williams to extend his defense all the way 30 feet from the basket. And then Mallers blows right by him and then missed the layup. Williams will grab the rebound. He'll get bumped by Jared Hofer. And it's the second foul in the game called against the Carroll Chargers.
Actually, it's their third foul of the entire game. Is that amazing?
Oh, it's the third. I'm sorry. I thought it was the second. But Hofer's got two of them.
Yeah.
Jumper, Brown from the top of the key, missed it. Rebound goes to Jacob Redding of Carroll. DeAndre Brown, the sophomore, 5'10", came in for the first time in the game in the third quarter, along with Money Woods, they're both out there now. Here goes Mallers again, working on the dribble against Malik Williams. Mallers has blown by him a couple of times, made it once, missed it once. He'll give it up on the perimeter to Martin. Anthony Martin gives it up to Brown. We've played a minute 10 of our fourth quarter. Chargers lead at 38-29. And there's a travel call against Callum Brown. He looks in disbelief.
Yeah, it looked like Keandre Brown knocked it out of his hands.
6:46 remaining. 38-29. Chargers leading it over the Snider Panthers as Carroll tries to remain perfect. And on top of the SAC, Homestead will try to keep pace, and they're ahead of Northrop. Gorman on the perimeter to Money Woods. Right wing to Keandre Brown. Down low to Malik Williams. Double team knocked away. Carroll has the ball. Here comes Jacob Redding on the run. Down the lane to the basket. Layup good. Jacob Redding attacks the basket and scores. He's got 17. And now Malik Williams just ran right over and threw Callum Brown away from the ball. And the official was Malik Williams for the foul.
And that was a good call. He did run him completely over. He basically flattened Callum Brown.
Yeah.
Wow. You don't see that call off the ball.
Off the ball, no. Where you run right through your defender and put him right straight on his backside. On Malik Williams, foul number 2. On Snider, foul number 4 here in the half. 6:14 remaining. 40-29, a double-figure lead for the Carroll Chargers. Trying to bounce back from that loss to Merrillville on their home floor last weekend. Mallers, the double team comes, so he cross courts it left side. Brown back right side to Mallers, man to man. He's picked up by Malik Williams. Mallers will give it to Brown, baseline to Perlick, back up the sideline to Callum Brown. Guarded by Keandre Brown. You've got two Browns, no relation. Center circle to Kyle Mallers. Mallers near sideline, down low, Anthony Martin cut off, and he just threw a bad pass, but it deflected right to Carroll's Callum Brown. Chargers keep possession. They've had the ball for almost 1 minute. Mallers between the circles. He's double teamed, and he finds Callum Brown to his right. Brown starts to drive, cut off. He'll get the double team and throw up top to Mallers. Mallers near sideline, goes to drive. Reaching around, knocking it away was Williams. Snider comes away with the turnover, and then Gorman threw a long pass out of the reach of Keandre Brown, and it'll be a turnover. Snider gives it right back, something they can't do. They have to value possessions when it's an 11-point game. We've got a timeout with 5:08 remaining. 40-29. The Carroll Chargers leading it over the Snider Panthers. This is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
With Ryan Dellinger, I am Brett Rump back here at the Carroll Fieldhouse, where the Carroll Chargers hold a 40-29 lead over the Snider Panthers. 5:08 remaining here in the fourth. Coming up after the game, we'll be over at the Pine Valley Pizza Hut for the post-game show. Come out and join myself and Dean Jackson with all the scores, highlights, coaches' interviews, and more at the Pizza Hut at Pine Valley right after the game. Chargers have the ball. We go under 5 minutes left. Kellen Brown with the dribble to the right side of the floor, then spins and takes it all the way back up top. To Mallers in the center circle, back to the right side, Brown. Brown dribbles toward the middle, comes back right, goes to drive, and again they reach around and poke the ball away from Brown as he drives, and it looked like the ball went off the leg of Kellen Brown after it had been deflected. It looked like he almost kicked it across the baseline, but they give it to the Carroll Chargers. Brown under the basket, directly under the basket to Mallers. He can't do anything there, so he dribbles out toward the corner and then passes to Perlick, who went right by his man. And for some reason, Perlick didn't finish with the layup. He stopped and gave a shot fake to no one, and that gave LaDante Hicks-Gentry a chance to recover.
And he came from about 3 steps away.
Perlick was wide open. All he had to do was just lay it in. He must have sensed that someone was somewhere in his vicinity behind him.
Somebody's going to be open here with the scramble defense.
Yeah, Carroll with the basketball, leading by 11. Almost halfway through our fourth quarter. There's Mallers giving to Brown. At the foul line, Martin attacks, scores, and is fouled by LaDante Hicks-Gentry. Anthony Martin, an aggressive drive down the lane.
LaDante Hicks-Gentry.
Martin, a 6'3", 160-pound junior. Scores his first bucket, and the free throw left way short. 42-29. Money Woods rebounds quickly front court. Snider. Keandre Brown baseline jumper blocked and then saved under the basket by Carroll's Kellen Brown. Redding front court. Mallers for three, and it's in and out, no good. And there's Money Woods fouling Anthony Martin on the rebound. Snider's Money Woods went up over the back of Carroll's Anthony Martin.
Money Woods.
First foul on Money Woods, number 6 on the team. Carroll has committed 3 team fouls here in the second half. We've got 3:49 left, a 13-point advantage for Carroll. Oh, nice out of bounds play, and they get Redding coming to the basket open. Redding lays it in for his 19th point. It's 44-29. Game's getting out of reach for Snider. Down low, LaDante Hicks-Gentry double team. He'll force it up anyway and score it.
40, LaDante Hicks-Gentry.
Not to be denied, LaDante Hicks-Gentry has 8 points. 3:23 clock runs. Top of the key, Mallers being chased. Brown in the center circle. Takes it to his left, steps back outside as they really spread the floor, giving space to Mallers and Brown. 6'3" and 6'7". Not your prototypical point guards. And we'll have a timeout called with 3:04 left by Carroll coach Marty Beasley. 44-31 the score. Again, if you've got scores of games tonight, be sure to text them to us. You can text the scores to 46862. That is the official Parkview Sports Medicine text line. And let us know the scores of the games where you're at. I know a lot of the teams or a lot of the games that weren't varsity doubleheaders will be ending about now. And most of the girls, boys, varsity doubleheaders in the SAC probably ending in the next 15 to 30 minutes. And you know who's going to know exactly what has happened tonight is our scoreboard operator, Dean Jackson, who will join me out at the Pine Valley Pizza Hut for our postgame show. And I know, Ryan, you've been keeping an eye on a couple of games because coming into tonight, Carroll tied with Homestead on top of the SAC race, both with perfect 5-0 conference marks.
I don't have Homestead hasn't updated yet, but Concordia just went to the end of the third quarter with Northside. Northside's up 11, 50 to 39. So Northside's taking care of business. I'm waiting to see if we can find one on Homestead here. We'll see if we can get one before the end of the game.
I know Adam Schenkel is on top of that. I just don't know how often he tweets it. Last 3 minutes, 44-31. Carroll in front and with the basketball, and Mallers just got fouled on the dribble going around Malik Williams. It'll be the third foul on Malik Williams, and it will put Kyle Mallers to the free throw line, a 1-and-1. Mallers, an excellent free throw shooter, steps to the line with 13 points. Free throws up and good. He's got 14. The lead is 14. 45-31, and we've got 2:51 left. Mallers, good. Kyle Mallers, 6'7", 215-pound senior, has 15. His teammate Jacob Redding with 19, and it's 46-31. Now the clock's at 2:40. Money Woods to Gorman. Left wing three. Got it. Nothing but net for Jordan Gorman. 46-34. Gorman with 7. Full court pressure. Redding gives to Mallers. Back to Redding. And Gorman came up, but 2 hands on Redding on the run near midcourt. And that is an automatic foul, and will put Jacob Redding to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1, the 8th team foul on Snider, and the first one whistled against Jordan Gorman.
Ken, this is a guy you don't want to put on the foul line.
And he missed. See, you jinxed him. 2:25 remaining.
That's 1-and-1.
Yeah, it's a 1-and-1. The ball's in play. Nobody was moving. Redding ends up going down under the basket and getting it.
Wow.
Well, I guess Snider expected the ball to go through so much that they weren't even ready to rebound it.
I mean, there
now
were
Carroll,
Snider standing right there.
Yeah, the ball just sat under the basket, and all of a sudden Redding realized it was a free ball. He went down and got it. And now they're playing catch, under 2 minutes left. Brown, foul line Perlick. He'll shoot it and hit it. Riley Perlick. First bucket of the game. It's a 14-point advantage, Carroll. And there's an air ball launched up by Gorman. And on the rebound, Perlick grabs it, but we've got a whistle. And this might be a Carroll foul.
Might be on Anthony Martin.
It'll be the 4th team foul on the Chargers here in the second half. And the first one whistled against Anthony Martin with 1:44 remaining. A 48-34 lead for the Chargers. Fans heading for the exits. Lob on the inbound, and they just went showtime. Lob in the lane, and Malik Williams went on top of everybody and slams it down with one hand. 48-36, Williams with 14 points.
Boy, I can tell you on that one-on-one play there where nobody went after it, I would have been really glad.
Martin tries to launch a quick three from the corner.
And you know, playing with Coach Parrish, if we had done something like that, you would have dreaded going to practice on Saturday.
Williams for three. Got it. 48-39, 1:13 left. Well, maybe it's not over. You know, playing for Coach Parrish, I remember as a sophomore stepping outside when we got into a tournament game, and I was a sophomore, forced into action, and I took about a 12 or 13 footer from the baseline. And as a sophomore coming off the bench that wasn't expected to play in a sectional tournament game, I was pretty excited. And I shot that 12-foot baseline jumper, and the ball went about 20 feet. And, I mean, it went clean over the basket all the way to the other side. And immediately, Coach calls a timeout. We come over to the bench, and he said, just to be clear, you're a big man, and your only role in this game is to go stand by the basket and act like a big man. And that was it. I got yelled at for taking the shot, and I don't know if the rest of my career I ever took a shot outside of about 3 feet.
I had a a few of those conversations with Coach Parrish myself, so I know how you feel, and I'm sure you got the look.
Yep. Some of the great memories in this town playing for some of the great coaches we've had over the year. Will Norm and By Hay, who you still see at Northside. Glenn Parrish. Of course, Specialman Murray Mendenhall.
Yeah.
I mean, you go through the years, so many great coaches. Carroll with the basketball. Mallers gets it in his hand, and at 1:05, he gets fouled. And it's still going to be a 1-and-1. And keep that in mind in case Mallers misses, because Snider will need at some point to grab a rebound.
Well, they better do it with 4-on-0 here, or on 1.
Mallers missed it, and Snider did grab it. Well, Carroll is leaving the door cracked open. Money Woods to Williams, and no good on the 3. Mallers the rebound, and he'll lob it to midcourt to Brown. Brown lobs it underneath Martin, and it was too far in front of Martin at the basket, and it goes out of bounds baseline. And again, they leave that crack open. They don't have to push the basketball. They can take their time with 49 seconds left. 48-39 the score.
No Avery Fath out there either here at the end of the game.
They're trying to circle Hopkins to see if he can get an open look at the three-point line. And instead, Gorman in the lane tries 2 shots. And Jordan Gorman ended up getting decked.
Wow.
40 seconds remaining. It'll put Jordan Gorman to the free throw line. Mallers, his first foul. 5th on the team in the second half. Jordan Gorman steps to the free throw line where he'll shoot twice. And the first one is good. Got a nice spin on that ball, and it helped it go through the hoop after hitting some iron. 8 points now for Jordan Gorman. 5'10" junior for the Panthers. And good. 48-41. Down to a 7-point game, 39 seconds, and there's a body check in the backcourt, and an intentional foul that won't be called intentional. Jordan Hopkins guilty of a second foul, and it will be 2 shots because that's the 10th team foul on the Snider Panthers. Avery Fath will come to the free throw line. Well, Carroll has not hit free throws late, and another one that they missed.
3 in a row. And Kyle Mallers, his last foul shot was the first one he's missed all night. He's 6 for 7.
38 seconds left, and Fath missed both free throws. It is a 7-point game. Left wing, Williams forced the 3, and yeah, he was double covered on the perimeter, and he still forced up the 3, and the rebound goes to Carroll. Jacob Redding is fouled, and let's see if Carroll can find somebody to make a free throw. They've got great free throw shooters. Both Mallers and Redding are fantastic three-point shooters. They've both missed here late.
And Redding's got 2 more coming right here.
Maybe it's the fact he's got 19 points. He knows the next one puts him at 20.
Yep.
It's always a big benchmark. Got it. 20 points now in the game for Jacob Redding. With 26.8 seconds left, his team's up 8. And now this one could put the team on the half-century mark. And he did. Made them both. 50-41, 9-point game, 26 seconds. Gorman, front court, launches. Long 3, no good. Rebound, Malik Williams, middle of the lane. As he goes up, it was stripped. Now the ball free under the basket. They'll go to the ground to get it, and a tie-up with 14 seconds. Arrow points to Snider. Panthers keep the basketball. Don't forget, coming up after the game, Ryan Dellinger has stats and numbers from here. I'll be on my way to the Pizza Hut, where I'll join Dean Jackson for the postgame. So Snider to inbound underneath the basket. Here's a launch by Williams. Long 3, good for Malik Williams from up top. Hit that one from almost 26 feet. And now a whistle.
Not sure if there was a...
6 seconds left in the game, 50-44. Snider won't use any timeouts. Inbound goes to Kellen Brown with 4.6 seconds. He gets fouled by Jordan Hopkins. 50-44. Fans heading for the exits. Got a score after 3 quarters. It is Homestead leading Northrop 62-49. So it looks like after tonight's results, Homestead and Carroll will stay on pace to maybe have this conference decided the final week of the season. Both will improve to 6-0 in the SAC. Brown at the free throw line, good in the first. And Kellen Brown has 7. Now 8. 52-44. Inbound with 3 seconds. Williams pulls up, shoots a long left wing 3. Williams hits another one for distance. 23 for Williams. Not enough as the buzzer sounds. The Chargers hold on despite a flurry of points late by the Snider Panthers. 52-47, our final. The Carroll Chargers improved to 13-3 overall. More importantly, they're 6-0 in the SAC, and Homestead, who appears to be on their way to a win over the Northern Bruins, will even Carroll at the top of the standings and improve to 6-0 themselves. And they'll have at least 2 games between them and the field, depending on the other results tonight. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Ryan Dellinger here at the Carroll Fieldhouse with the post-game wrap-up, and then I'll be at the Pizza Hut at Pine Valley for the post-game show. This is high school basketball being presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
It's that time of year again, folks. McMahon's Best One Tire and Auto Care is here to keep you and your family safe on the road. Another ferocious winter is upon us. Make sure your vehicle is prepared.